All right, guys, and we have Brandon Parsons joining us, singer, songwriter, musician. Let me just start off by saying I love the name.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Brandons have to stick together, so.
That's right. I mean, you
Yep.
can't go wrong. I mean, your parents knew what they were doing.
Likewise.
Yes. But it's a real pleasure to have you on my show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And you have been in music quite a long time.
I have, yeah, so, I mean, I guess I started, I mean, my mom was very musical, so I grew up in a very musical family. So I started probably when I was 12, just kind of singing and messing around with the piano. So it's been a few years since I've been 12. I miss being 12. It was a good time. It was a good year. But yeah, so it's been a while. But yeah, I started when I was like 12 years old, singing and playing piano.
I have to tell you, your piano playing is phenomenal.
Thank you.
And, oh, no problem. And I love watching all your live videos. And actually, I was showing my wife some of your stuff last night. And as soon as we got done watching some of your YouTube videos, she went onto your page and liked your Brandon Parsons page. So,
oh, perfect.
yes. So you definitely have a talent, and you actually grew up in Pennsylvania.
I did. I grew up in a little town called East Berlin, which when I tell people that, if you're not from Pennsylvania, they think I'm from Germany. But it's a small little town. It's close to York. But yeah, I grew up in Pennsylvania and grew up on a farm, actually, and lived there for a little bit, then moved to Baltimore for a little bit, and then now I live in Orlando, Florida. So I just got tired of the snow, so I decided to move.
Not a big snow person myself, and I hate the
Nope.
cold.
Yep. I feel ya.
Yeah, and actually my wife and I had just taken a vacation back in September, August, down to Florida, and we loved it. You know, we loved the weather, and eventually we want to move down there.
You should. I recommend it. I actually, you know, what's funny is I actually only moved here because of, I like palm trees, and it's literally the only reason that I moved here was because of because when I moved here, I actually didn't have a job lined up, and, which was a little scary, but, I moved down here about 3 or 4 years ago, and, kind of just put my feelers out for work and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I remember going to Disney World as a kid and just being like, this place is like magical. I'd love to it would be amazing to live here. And,
right.
Yeah, I just kind of took the plunge to move. It was a very scary move, but it was amazing. I love Florida.
Yeah. And I mean, we're looking forward to going back. We have a couple friends that live down there, and it'll be a while because we have a baby on the way, so.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks. So yeah, it'll be a while, but, we definitely want to get down there, and I will say when we get down there, if you're doing any shows, I definitely want to come see you.
I'll let you know.
Yes.
You'll be the first on the list.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. So going back to your live, can you tell us when you go live?
I go live from my actual Facebook page.
Okay.
So I just tell people just to friend request me, and then you can see when I'm going live. But yeah, Quarantine Karaoke is one of the pages that I share to when I do, and I have been trying to go live every Friday and Saturday night, 8:30 to 10:30 Eastern. And sometimes if things come up, like if I have outside gigs or something, I have to kind of postpone it. But other than that, I generally try to go live. I try to keep it like a consistent schedule going live on Fridays and Saturdays. So yeah, I'm there every time, and basically it's an all request show. So I mean, I have the piano there, I have the lights set up, and basically people submit their request. They're like, hey, can you play this song? And I play it, or I try to play it if I know it.
Right.
And I have a huge, cause my background is doing pianos. So to do that job, you have to have a huge repertoire because you can't just kind of go in there and hope that they request, a certain song. So you have to have like thousands of songs known. So it's a good thing for me to do this live. I mean, after the pandemic hit, this was my only source, and it still is my only source of income because people will tip me on my show if they want to hear a song. It's just like a normal piano bar, and
Right.
it's been going very, very well, and it's super fun. People request crazy songs, and I will attempt to do that maybe if I can fake it. But it's been going really well.
Well, that's good. And I have noticed on your live when you're scrolling through your songs, like the list just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, I think in my in that list of stuff that I normally go through, I have like 3,000 songs in there. So it's it's a lot. I know a lot of songs, and it's so funny because sometimes people will stump me, or I've never heard of the song that they're requesting, and they get amazed that I don't know it. But I reassure people that there's millions and millions of songs in the world, so I can't know. Obviously, I can't know
Right.
every single song, but I do know a lot, and it's definitely a good thing to have, especially if you're trying to do an all request show, because people do request crazy things, and you never know what they're gonna say.
Right. Well, kind of like Lily May. She's all the time
Oh yeah,
requesting stuff.
right. Oh yeah, Lene is awesome. She's 13 years old, and she sings and plays better than a lot of the performers that I've performed. And I've performed with a lot of people. So
Right.
I'm just very impressed with her talent. She's amazing.
So, tell me about your new single that you have out.
Yeah, so it's called You're the One. And it's a song I actually wrote a few years ago and just never really recorded it professionally. So again, back to the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, I was bored. So I was like, I got to do something to keep me occupied.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I wrote this song. It's a good song. I'm just going to put it out, and I'm going to record it and see where it goes. And it's really cool because the person who played the strings on the song for the recording, his name is Philip Peterson, and he's one of the most heard cellists in the world because he plays on Taylor Swift songs, Ed Sheeran, Lady Gaga,
wow.
pretty much all the famous people that you've heard that has strings. He has either orchestrated it or he's played on it, or both. So I got in contact with him, and I was kind of scared that he was going to be like, because he normally charges a lot, but because I'm not like a A-list celebrity, he was like, well, I'll give you a great deal. He gave me a great deal. He played on it. He sent me these tracks over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it just made this song come to life. So that's actually on YouTube right now. If you type in my name, Brandon Parsons, and that's the recent single that I just released. It's a really cool song.
Yeah, and can you tell us what music platforms you can get that on? Or you can listen to it?
Yep, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on pretty much all the streaming places you can download it. So it's available everywhere. If you just type in You're the One and Brandon Parsons, they'll give you like a list of places that you can download it.
Great. Don't go anywhere, guys. We got more interview with Brandon Parsons after You're the One here on Sky 81.7.
Capture me again, fill my till I find you, till you find me. Oh, I know that when my face seems lost, I still love you. You're the one who will save me from myself. You're the one who is peeling through my pain. When all is failing, you're the one who will never let me go. You're the one who has held me as I fell. Oh God, come save me. Please drown out the noise and hide the beauty of your small voice. And I'll keep holding on to the promise, to your promise. Oh, I know that when my hope seems lost, I still love you. Oh, you're the one who will save me from myself. You're the one who is peeling through my pain. When all is failing, you're the one who will never let me go. You're the one who has held me as I fell. Oh God, come save me. Here among thorns, all my knees where I'm broken. Oh, I can see today. No shame is gone, and I'm made new. When all is failing, you're the one who will never let me go. You're the one who has held me as I fell. Oh God, come save me. Oh.
Wow, that is just such a meaningful song.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely, it means a lot to me, that song. When I wrote it, it was, I wrote my best stuff when I'm very, either contemplative or sad or something. You know, I write my best stuff when I'm kind of, almost depressed. I think a lot of artists do. So it was an honor to put that out, on YouTube.
And you know, I don't think you could have picked a better time to release that song.
Yeah.
Especially with everything going on right now. You know, people need to hear something like that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So guys, go on Spotify, iTunes, pretty much all the streaming platforms, and you can hear that song. But let's move on to Christmas.
Yeah.
And you said you have 2 Christmas songs out right now.
Yeah, so actually I partnered with Quarantine Karaoke, and Quarantine Karaoke is actually releasing a full Christmas CD, which you can pre-order now and get it there in time for Christmas, actually before Christmas. And a whole bunch of great artists are on there as well. It was an honor to do it. So I actually have 2 new Christmas songs on that CD. And you can also buy the single, I think, on Quarantine Karaoke. I think it's Quarantine Karaoke Store. So one of them is with Mary Desmond, who's amazing. So I did a duet with her. It was Silent Night. And we sang that together. And she was here a few weeks back, and we did a concert together. But and then the other one is O Come Emmanuel, which is a song that's probably one of my favorite Christmas songs. So that's out there right now. As well. So you can purchase that on QuarantineKaraokeStore.com, and also the duet with Mary Desmond is on YouTube right now, so you can go check that out on YouTube.
And for the O Come Emmanuel, is there 2 versions of that song?
I've done probably 7 versions of that song before, just because it's my favorite, and I just keep releasing it like in different forms. Because the one I did like a full orchestration, and that's on YouTube, and that was a few years ago. And another few years ago, I did one with my guitar player Robbie, and we sang that on I sang it on ABC. And then this one is a different version. It's a little bit the same, but a little bit different. But yeah, I mean, it's my favorite song, so I just keep remaking it. Every single year. It's actually kind of funny.
It's like you're releasing more modern versions every so many years.
Exactly. Or I'm trying to. I guess I'm trying to. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if it's working, but.
No, I think they all sound great.
Thank you.
I think you're a very, very talented musician. And, man, your range is unbelievable.
Thanks. I try.
Seriously, dude. Like, I could sit and listen to you for hours.
I appreciate that.
Well,
it's so funny because that's only developed in the past, I would say, few years. Because I would say when I first started singing, I was a safe singer, and I would kind of just kind of stay in the pocket. I wouldn't really change things up. I wouldn't change melodies. I would just keep it very safe. And I would always have things very low because I'm not a very high singer. Now I can hit high notes, but in the past, if there was a high note involved, I would just kind of shy away from the song, or I'd bring it, I'd bring the entire song down like a key or something. So I guess in these past few years, I've kind of been more experimental with my voice and kind of been like, let's see how far I can push myself to hit these notes, because I don't know. It's so funny because you always kind of want what you don't have, but and I was never a tenor, and I've always listened to these amazing tenor singers sing, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I had that voice, that I could hit these high notes effortlessly. Yeah, I've been working on the old range a little bit, making it a little bit higher. So,
and your falsetto is like on point.
Thank you.
If I tried to do that, I think my cat would probably go into cardiac arrest.
That's funny.
Seriously, like, going back to me saying that I could sit and listen to you for hours, I actually have. And
perfect.
Like, I will just sit and scroll through YouTube, and there's one video that I would have to say is probably my favorite, and that's the Titanium video.
Oh, yeah.
Or should I say short film?
Right. It is very long. Yeah, if you just want to watch a short video, don't watch that. Right, it's long. It's long.
But it's
true.
It's so inspiring, so heartfelt, and that is so bone chilling.
Oh, well,
Like,
thank you.
like wow. Like I can't even put it into words. And I'll tell you, that's one of the videos that I showed my wife last night. This is actually the first one I showed my wife last night, and it gave her chills. And that's hard to do with
Oh,
my
wow.
wife. So
Okay. Well, then that's good.
yes. So, you know, being married 4 years, together 6, and I don't give her chills anymore. You give her chills. There's something wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
There's something wrong. Just put on a Brandon Parsons CD and then it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's right.
Everything works out.
Exactly. You know, so guys, a little word of advice. You know, if if you're having a fight with your old lady, you know, and you want to make up, just throw on a Brandon Parsons CD.
Done.
You are gold. You're good to go.
Solved everything.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's all you need. You know, you don't need marriage counseling anymore. Just throw on a Brandon Parsons CD and you're fine. Everything works out.
Right. That's right. There you go. You can add that into your list of titles behind singer and songwriter, marriage counselor.
Done. Going on the resume tomorrow. Perfect.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. No, that's funny. Yeah, and for my listeners, like, if you have not heard Brandon Parsons, y'all better get over there and check him out, because I'm telling you what, all the other music you listen to is just going to go right out the window.
Thank you.
Like, that leaves me in question as to why you're doing. Now, don't get me wrong. I love when you do the live videos, but why are you not on the radio?
Good question. So, I mean, I have been on the radio before. I've written some songs and been on the radio. I just, you know, the music industry is interesting. It's not what people think it is. And it's not like if you're good, then you're automatically famous, or you're automatically on the radio, or you're on television. It's kind of like you have to know the right people and you have to have the right connections to get to these places. And I've definitely had, my fair of people approaching me with some things. But again, you have to be very cautious in this industry. There's a lot of con artists out there. There's a lot of people that will, quote unquote, sign you. And some people want that. They want to be signed. A lot of times when independent artists sign, it's a bad situation because you're signing your life away. So basically, all of the rights to your music, all the rights to your image, everything is owned by somebody else. And that can be good to get ahead, but the issue is, what are you willing to give up to get to that point? I mean, right now, I before this pandemic hit, I was playing pretty big venues. Actually, almost right before it, I was opening for Seinfeld at one of the convention centers. He was doing like a stand-up routine. I was opening for him. And I would do like big corporate events, big venues and things. So it was a good life because, when I was younger, I kind of wanted fame more than anything. I wanted to be famous. I wanted everyone in the world to know who I was. I wanted the paparazzi. I wanted all that kind of stuff. But as I kind of got a taste of it a few years ago, I kind of didn't want that anymore because, even though I wasn't A-list celebrity, I was still – so I was on American Idol season 10 a while back. And I kind of got a taste of fame from that and kind of got star treatment and people recognizing you everywhere. And it was it was interesting because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It's a lot of your privacy is completely invaded. Like you don't have a chance to breathe, and you don't have a chance to do anything. I mean, if I wanted to go out right now with sweatpants and go to the store, I couldn't do that. So there's a lot of negatives.
Right. Yeah, because your picture is going to end up on People magazine.
Correct. Yeah. So you literally can't. You have to be very careful who you talk to, what you say, where you're going. So it's a very sheltered, almost like a very sheltered life, which I don't like that aspect of it. So I kind of shied away from it after that experience. The thing is, like when I make my music, I would love for it. You know, I've had a few things go viral as far as like music videos and all that kind of stuff, but I would love to just help people with my music or touch someone with my music. Like if it impacts one person, then I'm good. Like I've done my job, and that's what I want to do with that. I don't necessarily want fame. It's not my main goal, I guess, at this point.
Well, you can already check touching people off the list.
Thank you.
Brandon, I want to thank you again so much for taking the time to come on here, giving us your journey, tell us about your music, and you have an incredible story. And like I said, your music, I'm sure, has touched a lot of people in so many different ways.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate this. This has been awesome. This is great.
All right, guys, and here is Brandon Parsons with "O Come Emmanuel" here on Sky 81.7.
Come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and their dark shadow put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.